Hi, I'm Phil from the Soundproofing store, and today we're at St Andrew's Church Hall in Harrogate, and we're here to install some sound absorption panels. Now, like most community halls, village halls, church halls, this hall is used by a multitude of different groups for very different reasons. We've got St John's Ambulance, we've got dance classes, we've got scouts, we've got all sorts of things all going on. And when you've got a big group of people in a big hall making noise, it bounces around and echoes and amplifies, and you get an awful lot of noise in there. So we're here today to sort that out for them and to show you exactly how we do it. So now we're inside the hall here at St Andrew's, and like a lot of church halls and village halls, we've got hard wooden floors, we've got solid stone walls, we've got glass windows, and these are all very hard, very reflective surfaces, reflective from an acoustical point of view. And the problem with that is then when you're inside the hall and you project a sound, just like me talking right now, my voice travels out into the room, it hits one of those hard reflective surfaces and it bounces back into the room. And then it'll hit another surface and bounce again, and hit another surface and bounce again. With every bounce, it's creating another copy of that sound, better known as an echo. And the more echo, the more bounces, the noisier and the more amplified my sound gets. Now multiply that by having several people all in this room, all talking at the same time, and all of their voices traveling out and bouncing and creating even more echo. And the more sources of sound, the more echoey and the more noisy it becomes, until you get to a point where you can't concentrate on the sound you're trying to listen to because there's so much other distracting sound bouncing around the room. And that's a problem with so many venues, not just church halls. You'll also get it in things like classrooms, in restaurants, in all sorts of spaces. So how do we solve that problem of noise and echo within a space? Well, at the Soundproofing store, we have a range of sound absorption panels, also known as acoustic treatment. And these panels can be installed within the space, either by suspending from the ceiling, they can be fixed onto the walls, depending on the use of the space and what is more practical. And these panels are filled with a sound absorbing core. Now what happens when you install them around the room is when you project a sound and it travels out into the room, it hits the panel, and instead of bouncing back, creating that echo, it stays in the panel. The panel absorbs that sound and it actually converts it into a very tiny amount of heat instead of sound. If you then get the right amount of sound absorption panels for the size and the shape of the room, we can reduce that echo down so much that it's no longer a problem. So we were contacted by some of the members of the committee here at St Andrew's who told us that they're suffering with that exact problem. So what we did is we had a bit of a chat with them. They sent us some photos of the hall so we could see the layout and the construction. They sent us the dimensions, and from that we can model out the space. We can calculate how much echo and reverberation there is in the space and how much sound absorption we need to reduce it down to an amount where the space becomes a lot more user-friendly. So we talked some of the members of the committee through some of our different options of ceiling panels, wall panels, and what we decided in the end is to use our ProSound Acoustic Baffles. Now these are suspended down from the ceiling, which is good in this user case because it keeps the wall space free for them to do things like decorations and displays for their different groups. So what we'd like to do now is give you a bit of a demonstration of how bad the sound is now, and then we can do the test again at the end once we've installed the sound absorption and you can see what a difference it's made. But what I want to do first is just explain about the sound. Now, while you're listening to me talking, you can probably hear the echo a little bit, but probably nowhere near as bad as it sounds to us in real life. And that's because currently you're hearing the sound from this very clever microphone that I'm wearing. And this microphone is designed to only pick up the sound that's very close to it. So you get lots of my voice, but you're not really hearing the sound in the room. So what we're going to do is we're going to now switch the sound to another microphone, which is recording the sound for the whole of the room. And the echo is going to suddenly sound a lot worse. And what we're going to do is what we call a clap test. So I'm going to clap my hands together. You're going to hear how long it takes for the echo to ring out and then fade away to nothing. And then we're going to do the same test at the end and see how much quicker it takes for the echo to stop. Okay, here we go. One more time for good luck. So these are our ProSound Acoustic Baffles. They were delivered by a dedicated delivery team this morning directly to site. And as you can see, this is how they turn up. They're all wrapped up and protected. We've got a box with all our installation fixing kits all provided. We've got installation instructions for nice DIY-able installation. So we'll open up a pack and we'll show you a baffle. And this is our acoustic baffle. Now, all of our panels are all custom made to order. So they can be made to your bespoke size and shape requirements. They come wrapped in an acoustically transparent fabric, and there's a range of fabrics and a range of colors to suit the decor of your space, or it could be your corporate branding if it's for an office space or a business. Now, all of our panels are manufactured right here in the UK by our dedicated manufacturing team. And because of that, our lead times are very fast, from placing your order through manufacturing to delivery on site is usually within 5 working days. So we've been able to get them here on site very quickly to get them installed while the hall isn't in use. Now, a couple of quick points about the panels themselves. Inside of the baffle, we've got what we call a Class A absorption core, which means it absorbs a very high level of sound. Between 90 and 100% of the sound that hits the baffle will stay in the baffle instead of bouncing back. So it's very, very absorbent. It also meets all the British standards for fire regulations, so they're all perfectly safe to use within communal spaces, schools, and anything like that. Now, all of our ProSound sound absorption products are all very straightforward to install. It can absolutely be installed just by a DIYer. You don't need a specialist installation team to come in and do it for you. Now, we're just installing it ourselves today. We're not a specialist installation team at all. We've just got basic DIY skills. Now, with the acoustic baffles that we're installing today, all the suspension kits are supplied. We've got a set of instructions supplied. The only thing you may need if you're installing ceiling products like we are today is a scaffolding tower, so you can work safely up at those heights. We hired this in today for around £100 for the day. Okay, so we're going to talk through the steps of installing the supplied suspension kits into the baffles themselves. Okay, now the first thing that you need to figure out with your baffles is that on 3 of the edges, so the shorter sides and one of the long edges, there's a hard edge frame. Okay, so as you feel it and put your finger into it, it's going to feel very hard. And that's to help the baffle actually maintain its shape and give it stability. But one of the long edges, when you feel it, it's going to feel soft where there's no edge. And that is the top of your baffle. So if you turn the baffle, so the soft edge is on the top. And that's where we're going to install our kits. Now, these baffles today are 2.4 meters long. So what we're going to do is we're going to install 3 suspension kits. One is going to go right in the center and 2 towards the edges. So our center point is 1200 mil, which is here. Now, it doesn't need to be exact, it just needs to be roundabout. And then from our suspension kit pack, we're going to take out one of our corkscrews, okay? And the corkscrews, quite simply, just push into the top of the panel and twist. You've got to give it a little bit of a push at first to get through the fabric, but once it's through the fabric, it'll go into the core very easily. And there we go. Very simple. We're going to do the same on the edges. We're going to come in by 300 mil. And the last one, again, 300 mil in, which is about there. Give it a good push to get through the fabric, and then screw. So the baffle itself is now prepared. The other part of the suspension kit is what we're going to install on the ceiling itself, okay? Now this is a 2 meter long steel cable, very, very strong. On one end, we've got the bit that we're going to fix to the ceiling itself. And on the other side, we've got a hook that's going to hook into the corkscrews that we've just added into the baffle. Now, this is pretty straightforward. Comes in 2 parts, so you can unscrew this first part, which has got a little hole for your screw. So all we need to do is put a screw inside that's suitable for the ceiling that you're fixing into. In this case, we're going into timber, so we're just going to use timber screws, put them through that hole, screw this piece onto the ceiling, and then this part will just thread back in. So that'll be then very securely fixed to the ceiling itself. And this side we're going to hook in, and then it's fully height adjustable. Now it's very easy to adjust. If you want to make it higher, you literally just grab your hook and push, and it will slide up the cable. And to bring it back down again, there's just a little button on the top that you can push down and slide it back down again. Okay, so we're at the top of the scaffolding, up at the ceiling, and we're going to fix the suspension kit. Now, as we said earlier, we're going to do this part first, which simply unscrews. And this is the piece that we're actually going to fix onto the ceiling. Now, we're fixing into a timber ceiling, so we're going to attach it with a timber screw. Of course, if you're fixing into concrete, you'll need a concrete screw. If you fix into plasterboard, you'll need a plasterboard anchor, and so on. But we're using timber. We're going to put the timber screw through the hole. So it's going to be like that, with the thread hanging from the bottom and the screw going up into the ceiling. Okay. I've marked out my position on the ceiling where I want to fix into, and then with a screwdriver or a drill or an impact driver or whatever you've got to hand, fix it in place. That's nice and secure up there. We then take this part and just thread it in. Okay, so our suspension cable is now in place. Again, we can move this to where we want it. We're going to suspend these baffles only by about 90 mil, 100 mil, because the ceiling isn't that high. We don't want them to be hanging down in people's way. So we're going to have a lot of excess cable here that's going to be dangling around in our way while we're trying to install. So I'm just going to snip a little bit of the excess cable out the way, just to make it a bit easier. Now all we need to do is lift the baffle up, open up the hook, and slot it through the top of our corkscrew fixing. And the next step is just to make sure that the baffle is hanging level. So get your spirit level, carefully place it on top, and we're nice and level there. If anything isn't quite level, it's very easy to adjust, again, by just raising a hook up or dropping it down slightly, just to get it nice and balanced. Then the final step is just to snip off this excess cable that we don't need. So the installation of our acoustic baffles is complete. Now, it took a team of 2 of us about 4 hours to do the full installation, so not too long at all, really. I've got to say, the first thing really is it looks fantastic. It's really elevated the aesthetics of the room. Having some bright colour in there has really brightened up what before was a very neutral space. And also it's turned what was just a flat, white, plain old ceiling into a much more interesting space visually. Certainly made the room look a lot more modern as well. But the important bit is the sound. How has it changed the sound? So what we're going to do is perform another clap test. So again, we're going to switch from my microphone to the room microphone. Now you should be hearing the sound of the whole room, and I'll give you a clap. One more time for good luck. Now, hopefully you can tell from that test that it's made a massive difference. Certainly for us in real life, in the room, it sounds night and day difference from how it was before. Now, the intention was never to completely get rid of all the echo. You've got to remember that in a big open space like this, it would actually sound very unnatural if you were in this room and there was no echo at all. The idea was just to bring it down to a point where it sounds more natural and isn't so much that it's distracting. And we've certainly achieved that. We've got that down so the echo is just a small amount compared to where it was before. Now, if you have a similar situation, whether it's a church hall, a village hall, a classroom, a restaurant, a hotel function room, it could be anything, any big space or small space where you've got a noise problem because of that echo and sound bouncing around and you want to clean that up, then just give us a call and we can help you work out exactly what you need, how much you need, and how to make it fit within the aesthetics and design of that space. Now, if you've got any questions at all, please pick up the phone and give us a call or visit us at www.soundproofingstore.co.uk. We're here to help.